Yeah, I wanted to ask really quick, what do y'all think a femcel is? So on the internet right now, there's something called an incel. An incel is an involuntary celibate, and we make fun of, or the internet makes fun of these guys who they're involuntary celibate because they can't have sex. Because in between the ages of 18 and 30, like 33% of guys are virgins and or haven't had sex over the last year. So those are all incels, what they call on the internet. If a guy can't get sex and he's made fun of and called an incel or a loser, what's a woman who's a femcel? What's the equivalent? Do y'all think? There's an equivalent to it. It's not going to be the same thing, but there's an equivalent. Do you know what the equivalent would be?
I mean, wouldn't it be a girl between 18 and 33 who also can't have sex?
No.
Say that question again.
Yeah, there's an equivalent. The opposite of like a guy that can't get sex. What's the equivalent of that for a woman?
A girl who gets too much sex.
No. What do you think? You don't know?
A lame, a nerd. I don't know.
What do you think?
Is she just so unattractive that no one wants her?
No. What do you think?
I have no idea.
And I have no earthly idea.
Have you ever heard what I'm one of the creators of this. Have you ever heard what a femcel is, bro? A femcel to me is a woman. If a guy is a loser or an incel if he can't get sex, to me a woman is a femcel if she can't get a relationship. Yeah, there's a lot of women that are.
What type of relationship do you
No, a real relationship, like where the guy actually wants to be in a relationship with her. Because you gotta understand, there's a lot of women today that are digmatized by chads, and like these guys that like that are just running game on them. Well, I use Tyrone too, but like, but they'll be with these guys just begging for relationships, just hoping one day he's gonna change his mind or something like that. Those women, in my opinion, are femcels, because if they really like didn't have those egos, or if they weren't like getting digmatized or like giving up the pussy easily, they could easily find a relationship with a good guy. And then the problem, ladies, is like you can get something called alpha widowed, and like once you fuck with certain calibers of men, it fucks your head up. Like if you date the guy that's like a 6'4" dude that's like he's shredded and and the really scary thing is these guys will fuck down. That's what's really scary about it. He will fuck a woman that's a 3 or a 4 or a 5, and then what does she do? She thinks she's a fucking 9 or a 10 just because she experiences that.
Levels to it.
Yeah, and you can when you get alpha widowed like this, you can never go back sometimes and accept the guy who makes $60K a year that's an HVAC guy. And those guys are the best choices. They're the best choices. All those blue collar workers, they're all going to be journeymen in 10 years, and they get passed up on the most today. That's who everybody should be focusing on, but most don't.
I said this too. This is what was interesting that women don't realize, that they need to realize, is that just like I said before.
It's so funny how
guys
men got so much for us to realize.
Well,
but okay,
yeah, because y'all don't listen. If you would listen to a dude that's trying to give you the game, then you could be a part and understand how you can get your actual men that want to be with you long term, right? So what I'm saying, exactly what he said, that women don't realize that dudes will have sex with you just because they want to have sex with you. You equivalent that to that I must be beautiful because this dude that's an 8 or a 9 slept with me, but that's not the reality. And so that therefore you have said that you're I like it to when Kevin Samuels really got popular, when he said you're just average, right? Remember that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And so she was actually worse than average, in my opinion. That's my opinion, right? And so I wouldn't have approached her, right? However, there were men that approached her and had sex with her that were of a different value, right, as it relates to attractiveness. And so she equated her beauty to guys sleeping with her. And the type of and the attractiveness of the guy that slept with her.
I can see that.
Okay. And so that's why it's so important for you not to sleep with a dude if he's not talking about being your husband. Because you're going to learn so many things about this dude just being in the room with him, going out on dates with him, being around his family or his friends, so that you can say, okay, is this dude husband material? And that's the problem that's going on in society, is that most people just want to sleep around.
Yeah,
I agree.
No.
And then when you are sleeping around and then you want to be in a relationship, it's kind of hard to come from that, because you're so used to sleeping around and you already have a certain type of attraction that allures to you.
Yep, I'm telling you, that's why. Like, if we look at the statistics, after 20 bodies, a woman has a 12% chance of happiness in marriage. 12%. I'm not gonna say the guy's that much higher. The guy is higher though. Like it's not as bad for him, but it's still bad for both. It's bad for both to have a high body count. I want to ask really quick, who do y'all think, does a woman earn her ego?
Does a woman earn her ego?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's well deserved, but I mean, like, what you were saying, like, earlier, like, yeah, it's hard. Like, women do get delusional. It's hard to believe that you're wrong when you have 1,000 men telling you you're right. You know, you can get on
It's hard.
any dating platform. You can post pictures anywhere. You can post pictures on Reddit, on Facebook, and everyone's gonna tell you that you're the hottest shit. You know, you're God's gift. But like, and the only reason that I don't fully believe that about myself, I do have a healthy self-esteem. I have been to years of therapy to break my little cycles, because there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah, it's just a validation cycle
and
sometimes.
I've dated, I do think, you know, after hearing you like talk about the alpha widow thing, I do kind of feel like I did go through that, and thank God I was in therapy during it.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to mind fuck me. He was trying to.
Oh yeah, if guys are good at it, they will love bomb you and then breadcrumb you and you're fucked. Like I know guys who do this shit like it's their fucking job, and they can have multiple girls on these rotations, and it's just because they do the same thing over and over. Love bomb, breadcrumb. Love bomb, breadcrumb, and they will just be attached to you like crazy.
Yeah, and you'll keep coming back for more. And low-key, I think he might still be trying to breadcrumb me. On Valentine's Day, he blew the fuck up out my phone. And he has a girlfriend, and I have a boyfriend, and we both have each other blocked. But why was no caller ID calling me all night, all hours of the night? And did I answer? No.
Well, good job. I'm proud of you.
Like,
yeah, it was hard. Does a woman earn her ego?
Yeah, I feel like definitely a lot of women are gassed up.
Yeah, yeah. But do you think a woman earns her ego?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think a woman earns her ego?
No.
No. Do you
I
think?
think so. Yeah. Social media, like everybody gassing up your head. You think,
So she doesn't earn it. Like she got it for nothing, or she got it because she earned it because she worked hard to have that ego.
Say that one more time. I'm so
If
sorry.
she got gassed up just by like the internet and stuff, I feel like she didn't really earn it.
Yeah,
like, it just was like,
she didn't earn it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think she earned it.
So I would say, ladies, like y'all are basically trust fund millionaires at 18 years old. Like y'all turn 18 years old and you get your beauty right there up front, and it's like you got $1 million right then. And then slowly, as time goes on, you're gonna lose it. And like guys, we're the opposite. Sometimes we're 18 years old, and unless you're the captain of the football team or something, you ain't shit at 18. You're going to slowly build up your value until you're 30 to 35, and that's whenever you're going to have your $1 million worth of value or whatever it is. So because of that, men earn their ego, and women really don't earn it at all. So like when you see like these egotistic guys, or like the guys that don't want to take relationships serious or anything like that, I would say that they might be an egotistic asshole, narcissist piece of shit. But they might have earned it. They might have earned it. Honestly, they might have worked their ass off for fucking a decade to get to that point. And if a woman's acting like that, she's just a fucking bitch. Like, honestly, like it's not the same at all. Like I really don't think it's the same. You know. But yeah, to go on to the next.
Humble
one.
Dad, did you have anything to add to that?
Oh yeah.
No, not really. I mean, this is funny. Like I would say, not. I guess I'll add just a tad bit. It's this is why I teach my daughter. Right, I have 2 daughters and 2 sons, and my oldest daughter, she never thinks that she's wrong. She's 14, right? She never, and we've had this conversation, right? And so right now, I'm trying to break her of the thought process of she doesn't think she's ever wrong, right? And she had her mom, who passed away, obviously, but her mom would try to talk to her about like, you're not always right. Right. And now Kendra, my new wife, she's like, you're not always right. So even at 14, in a household that's telling her that she's not always right, she still thinks that she's always right.
Well, it's hard. In our brain, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it really
so,
do.
Right, yeah.
So what I'm saying, I can only imagine how hard it could be for you all that go out and post pictures on Instagram and your girls tell you, oh man, you look good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why a girl? Listen, y'all don't know what men think when it comes to beauty. Y'all think y'all do, but y'all don't, right? Like we try to explain to women, right, and especially in the spaces that I'm in, that this is what dudes are looking for. You should not seek validation from no girl, no woman, unless that's what you into, right? But a dude will let you know what beauty is, and that's how you should roll with it.
Mm-hmm. No.
We can point out them big ass eyelashes that females think that men are attracted to. That's probably the number one thing men can't stand.
They're trying to fly away, bro, all the time.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.